The USS Wisconsin, near BB-64, a battleship of the Iowa class, stands as a testament to American naval engineering and military might during the mid-20th century. Her history encompasses multiple eras, spanning from World War II through the Korean War, the Cold War, and into the modern age. Throughout her service, she was a symbol of American power and played critical roles in various operations. Below is a detailed narrative of the development, history, and operational life of this remarkable battleship. Development and design. The USS Wisconsin was one of 4 completed Iowa-class battleships, the others being Iowa, BB-61, New Jersey, BB-62, and Missouri, BB-63, which were designed to be fast, powerful warships capable of keeping pace with aircraft carriers. Their purpose was to serve as the ultimate expression of battleship design, combining speed, firepower, and protection. The Iowas were equipped with 9 16-inch Mark 7 naval guns arranged in 3 triple turrets and an array of 5-inch secondary guns. Construction on Wisconsin began on January 25, 1941, at the Philadelphia Naval Shipyard. The ship's design was a response to the demands of the Pacific Theater, where range and speed were crucial to counter Japanese battleships and carrier groups. The Iowa-class's speed was a notable feature. Wisconsin could reach 33 knots, making her one of the fastest battleships ever constructed. Her sleek hull and long length contributed to this speed, making the Wisconsin and her sisters able to maneuver with carrier strike groups. The ship measured 887 feet in length and displaced 45,000 tons standard, up to 58,000 tons fully loaded. She was powered by 4 General Electric steam turbines, generating 212,000 shaft horsepower. Armor plating, while thick, was slightly reduced compared to previous classes to save weight and increase speed, with a 12.1-inch belt and a 19.7-inch thick turret face. This design trade-off was considered necessary given the era's strategic emphasis on air power and mobility. World War II service. Commissioned on April 16, 1944, under the command of Captain Earl E. Stone, USS Wisconsin's first deployment was in the Pacific. Arriving at the warfront late in 1944, she joined Admiral William F. Halsey's Third Fleet and later transferred to Admiral Raymond A. Spruance's Fifth Fleet, participating in some of the last intense stages of the Pacific Campaign. Her first major engagement was in the Philippines during the Battle of Leyte Gulf, where she provided anti-aircraft defense for carrier groups and supported shore bombardments. Wisconsin's 16-inch guns proved instrumental in devastating Japanese fortifications and troop concentrations. As part of Task Force 58, she supported carrier strikes on Luzon and the Japanese home islands, targeting industrial facilities, transportation networks, and military bases. Her bombardments in early 1945 aided in preparing for the invasions of Iwo Jima and Okinawa. During the Okinawa campaign, Wisconsin faced persistent Japanese kamikaze attacks, but her anti-aircraft defenses, augmented by radar-guided fire control, held firm. The battleship's presence was crucial in the final naval operations against Japan, including shore bombardments on the home islands, post-war period, and the Korean War. After World War II, Wisconsin was decommissioned in 1948 as part of post-war reductions. However, with the outbreak of the Korean War in 1950, the Navy needed heavy fire support for ground forces. Wisconsin was recommissioned on March 3, 1951, under Captain T.B. Darden. She sailed to Korean waters, serving as a flagship and delivering devastating bombardments against North Korean and Chinese positions. Her primary role was in shore bombardment, where her 16-inch guns were used to destroy coastal installations, railways, and troop formations. These operations demonstrated the continued relevance of battleships in a limited war context, providing long-range firepower that could not be easily replaced by aircraft or lighter naval guns. During the Korean War, Wisconsin earned 5 battle stars and remained a key asset until the end of hostilities. She returned to the US in 1953 and was again placed in reserve status, awaiting the call of duty, modernization, and the Cold War. The 1980s marked a surprising revival for the Iowa-class battleships as part of President Ronald Reagan's 600-ship Navy program. With the Soviet Union's expanding naval power, the Navy sought to reintroduce the Iowas to counter Soviet surface ships and provide shore bombardment capabilities. Wisconsin was recommissioned for the 3rd time on October 22, 1988, after a comprehensive modernization. During this period, she received updated electronics, new radar systems, and advanced fire control computers. Her armament was augmented with Tomahawk cruise missiles and Harpoon anti-ship missiles, significantly enhancing her reach and versatility. The modernization included the installation of 4 Mk-141 quad launchers for Harpoons and 2 Mk-143 armored box launchers for 32 Tomahawk missiles. This missile armament transformed Wisconsin into a potent long-range strike platform capable of engaging targets far inland or at sea. Gulf War service and final decommissioning. Wisconsin's final combat operations took place during the Persian Gulf War in 1991. She was deployed to the Middle East as part of Operation Desert Storm, serving as a flagship for Tomahawk strike operations. Her presence was a psychological and physical deterrent. She launched some of the first Tomahawk missiles against Iraqi military targets, including communication centers, air defense sites, and command bunkers. Additionally, Wisconsin used her 16-inch guns to shell Iraqi positions along the coast, clearing a path for coalition forces. This marked one of the few times in modern warfare that a battleship's main battery was used in combat. By the end of the conflict, Wisconsin's effectiveness underscored the versatility of the battleship as a modern weapons platform, capable of delivering both precision-guided missile strikes and heavy gunfire, preservation, and legacy. After Desert Storm, Wisconsin was decommissioned for the final time on September 30, 1991. She was struck from the Naval Vessel Register in 2006, and in 2010, she was officially donated to the city of Norfolk, Virginia, where she became a museum ship. Today, she is moored permanently at the Nauticus Maritime Museum, serving as a living symbol of the battleship era and the strength of the U.S. Navy. Wisconsin's legacy endures not only through her combat record, but also as a representative of the technological advancements and strategic shifts in naval warfare. As one of the last battleships to see active service, she exemplifies the evolution of naval power from traditional gunships to missile platforms capable of influencing land and sea engagements. The story of the USS Wisconsin is a narrative of resilience, adaptation, and the enduring value of naval supremacy, bridging the divide between past and present maritime strategy.